Good morning. It is 5 a.m. and I am awake and I am a morning person and I am also a librarian. And today I am going to take a crack at a game that has gotten a lot of attention recently called Tiny Bookshop Simulator, and it was recommended to me by a lot of people. There's some colleagues that I work with that are also playing this game, and there are many people in my circles that are playing this game, including just a few really neat people who I think are awesome. But anyways, yes, my name is Rebecca. I am an academic librarian. I have been for 2 years. And I don't know what's exciting. I recently graduated from my MLIS program at a university on the West Coast, and I have a lot of amazing thoughts about this game as someone who loves doing reader's advisory work. This game is a delight. You get to really relax and unwind as you play it. Something that I want to draw attention to is that this game really does kind of bring some focus towards folks with varying needs and disabilities. So you will see people with wheelchairs in this game. You'll see children with small hands with this game. You will see people who I would wager could be argued that they may or may not present on the autism spectrum. And it's got a lot of that representation, queer folks, etc. that I think is really, you can tell that they consulted book people or library professionals in the development of this game, and that's very gratifying to see. One thing that I do want to draw attention to that I wish the developers would do, and I think a lot of this too will be me kind of harping on, like, where are you getting your subject headings and how are you classifying your books, because some books are just totally wrong, but that's okay. Anyways, another criticism, or not necessarily criticism, it's more of like something they could do to make this game even like better, would be under accessibility, to enable text to voice for people who are visually impaired. We have like reducing visual effects like wobbling and things like that, which help with like steadying your gaze, but I think if we had that extra, like, something can read out, something like maybe like, is it called Jaws, can read out like the actual content on the screen for a patron that might need some assistance with that, would be really, a patron, a player, sorry, I'm in book mode, would be really helpful. So yeah, without further ado, I'm just gonna start. This is my second playthrough. My first playthrough, I did not play it right at all. I am not a video gamer as much as I used to be. Haven't been for years, honestly. And this particular game, I turned it into a how many book recommendations can I 100% quickly. Just because that's how I played this game, which is kind of beautiful that you can play it in your own way, but it's not the most mindful of the storyline, which there is a very compelling story in this game as well. So second playthrough, I'm finally out of the tutorial zone, I think, hopefully, because I was getting all these prompts to like follow a tutorial, so we'll see how this goes. So yeah, right now I got 22 bucks to my name, 38 crime novels, 58 drama, which apparently right now I'm up on drama. I don't know what that means, but numbers are hard. 25 fact books, 17 fantasy, 52 classic, 16 kids, and 23 travel. So I am not one for, I mean, like, I took in my program probably like a sixth of the courses I took were about children's literature and programming, which is helpful and useful and relevant if I decided to go into public sector librarianship. And I love children's books. I actually have a personal collection of a amount of like really banger children's books, because I think there's some really fantastic work being done, especially in the picture book market. I digress. Focus on game. We're gonna start at the flea market because today is, I believe, happy 1 year, Fern. Saturday. And I spent all my money before going to the flea market because I didn't think this through. Standard me. So yeah, let's get rid of everything. Excuse me. So a flea market, you might have some kids. We're going to keep the kids' books down low so little hands can reach low shelves. We're going to put the violent crime books at the top because, I mean, as much as I want children doing crime and being little terrors, they don't need to read Stephen King's Pet Sematary, do they? I mean, maybe. I would never, and I will go on the record for this, if a child comes to me and says, hey, I want to read Game of Thrones or something, there might be like, hey, we need to pause. But like, I think the biggest win is that if like someone, 12, 13, 14 is out in their library space and they're like, I want to read a book, that's a win. A win is a win. So, and then if I scroll, it tells me percent chances based on market, but like, what I don't get, scales with number of stock books. Okay. And then I think it also is influenced by like the furniture you put in your bookshop, which I have a cactus, which is, I don't even want the cactus because I'm like, plants in book spaces are bad. They attract pests, they attract little aphids, they attract little spider mites. And when you water them, you risk getting water on the books, and we don't need plants in our book space, honestly. I mean, if you were to look at my shelves, you will see I have fake plants, which is kind of fun, but real plants, not so much. Okay. I digress. Stamp collected. Nice. What do we have here? So Tilda's not here yet. We got a guy who's gonna sell me a broken record player. It's pretty on brand for a flea market. Hey, there's Harper, my favorite patron. And then there's this chick who is not so subtly into me as a player character, which is amazing, but also kind of funny, honestly. Crime. Did you know I'm a really good finder? I always find the best stuff around here. That's great, Harper. I found some rare trading cards. Ooh, did you? Okay. Thank you. How many treasures have I found? I haven't. She's so cute. You can recommend her HTML and core programming books, and she gets very excited. But she also like is staunch about, I love children's books, but like give me a good computer programming novel. Let's go. Okay. 5-star difficulty. Dropping by real quick, I usually prefer nonfiction, so it's giving us a little clue, but like, I don't follow those. I love all kinds of different books about travel, but I'm more casual. Nonfic travel. So we're going to look at the Book of Tea, Travel, Cook as You Are. There it is. There's the book that's not actually called that or about. Recipes for Real Life. Hungry Cooks and Messy Kitchens. Sometimes our lives just leave space for cooking. Or do they? These delicious recipes work for all kinds of situations, whether you need last-minute inspiration or only have one clean pot or can't easily chop ingredients. Okay. So that... Look, I'm not going to get into it too much, but like look that book up. That's not what it's about, and that's not what it's called. Very close, though. So keywords will get you there. Mont Saint-Michel. So travel. 2 decades in Britain, American author isn't afraid to draw conclusions about a small, weird, lovely island. Oh, Bill Bryson. Yeah, that'll do it. He's a funny guy. Perfect score. Look at that. And now they're inspired because I recommended them a book that wasn't in their original genre that they wanted. And they're like, oh, how did you know that travel literature? I don't know. I only did a thesis in that market for a bit. I need something for an essay. Okay. I passed my last exam. Congratulations. I enjoy a good classic from time to time. I am partial to good fantasy. I want something about 700 pages. I didn't know Second Foundation was only 230 pages. I feel like Foundation, but maybe it's like often, maybe it's often like published together as like a set. I haven't actually. I liked the show on Apple TV. It was really good, like actually really good. And one of my cohorts in my grad program actually met with one of the actors in that. Classic. 2008. No. I mean, 2008. Do be a while ago, I guess. Cruel Prince, Holly Black. Okay. I have contentions about this. Sarah J. Maas, Court of Mist and Fury, one of the most contested books in North America, particularly the United States. Less so in Canada because Court of Mist and Fury, specifically the second book of the Sarah J. Maas Court of Thorns and Roses series, is very sexual. Yes, it is also very fantasy. I wish that this book, because I understand that at some point the developers had to draw the line and go like, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 different colors. Otherwise, it just becomes too much for people and probably overwhelming. But I also find it frustrating that books like Dracula and this are like categorized under just blanket fantasy. If you could like cross 2 colors together, maybe like over here something show like, oh, it's actually like fantasy drama, because the drama is kind of like the romance component. That might be interesting. Like Dracula is also put under fantasy, which I kind of read as more of a like horror classic. But this is crime. But also Stephen King will end up there. Like It or Pet Sematary, I think, will end up under here. Which is like, that's not... is it crime or is it horror with the clown Pennywise, right? Like, you kind of think. Anyway, fantasy, 700 pages. It's close. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. Missed the mark. Too bad. Bye, Harper. Let's say bye so long. Cheers. Good day. Hey, Tilde. Hi, dear. I can't help but think back to my youth whenever I look at you. Sure you haven't had to spare even a thought on retirement yet, but let me tell you one thing. Make sure you have some very good friends and as many things to do as possible, or you will be bored. Good news, Tilda. I got books and volunteer with my town council. Yeah, I've done that too. We organize events and community outreach. Done that too. I read and game and attend the occasional concert or exhibition, but yet nothing compares to the hustle and bustle of a bookshop. Yeah, librarians often, like, you'll find in, like, the working world, they don't really retire. It's one of those, like, jobs that's really strong in vocational law, and people go into it because they love what they do, and, like, I'm very fortunate that I really love what I do. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what to pick. So I need a fact book, but I want to acquire, because I want to acquire knowledge. Okay, yeah, that do be why people read fact, but I have no interest in biographies. Okay. We got a book about brutalist buildings, which I used to work at one, a very brutalist building. And we got the decoration of houses. So these are both 2 like architecture books. But this is more like interior design, I'm guessing. You want to acquire knowledge. 1897 to 1938. Difficulty 4 stars. Book of Tea. Great. Enjoy. I hope you learn how to cook well.
Oh.
My name's Klaus. I work at the Makeup Marche at the moment. Have I been there? No, I haven't. But now I can. Thank you, bud. How are you? Having a good summer? Honestly? Oh, yeah. Yeah, mine too. Have you had some time to check out the local music? Yeah, metal. Okay, yeah, like Protest the Hero, are we talking? Or like, you know, rest in peace Ozzy Osbourne? What's your sound, Klaus? Yeah, it's about 5 a.m. and I have some things that I need to do today. A couple of appointments. So I am... Well, it's almost 6 now. Okay. I made money. Great. Crime. Cool. I wonder... Okay, hold on. Oh, still in tutorial land. Tilda, she, her. Okay. Klaus, he, him. Miriam, she, her. Fern, he, they. Okay. Walt, he, him. Yeah, they kind of infer. She, her. Okay. Okay, cool. I love a good biography. I'm waiting on Tim Curry's coming out in October. A lot of things are coming out in October this year, actually. But brain. What am I doing? Guess I should go to the Mega Marché, huh? It's kind of where the game is taking me. So let's pretend for a minute here that I haven't played this game before, and I just wanted to ask myself ad lib, like, what kinds of books would you recommend people that are going to the grocery store? Well, who are the people that are usually going to grocery stores? It's usually like people that are, you know, in a rush. You know, they're not necessarily looking to linger terribly long. They're probably going to want something like really bubblegum pop, fast, and fly. So I'm going to go with probably a little bit of crime, a little bit of drama. I don't know, a little bit of fact, but not so much. More so kids stuff. A lot of parents with kids you'll see at grocery stores. I'm going to put a bit of classic, but not like too much. Because I'll put fantasy out. Oh, I'm almost out, actually. Okay. Why is there a sheep in the parking lot? Okay, anyway. Hello. Okay, anyway. Whoa, camera. How do I... Whoop, hi, hello. I'm hiding in the bushes and trying to... For Christ's sake, line it up. Oh my god. Okay. It do be early. And coffee do be strong. God, I hate hot coffee. Okay. What do you recommend? Name of the Wind. I recommend Name of the Wind to everyone, but we don't have it here because we don't have it. Gotta pick up my kid. I'm in a hurry. I enjoy my books light and entertaining. Somewhere thinking of the top shelf. I couldn't get enough of The Hidden Staircase. Oh, this person read children's book last. Okay, Hidden Staircase. Join clever teenage Nancy Drew. Nancy Drew. Okay, sure. I mean, we got a Maurice. Would you like Where the Wild Things Are? The kid's a damn terror, but like, love a good Maurice. Frog and Toad. Ah, love a good Frog and Toad cross stitch. Who done it? Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile? That's a whodunit. I have library books I need to go pick up. Can't wait to investigate this book. Yeah, I bet. The, what's his name? Kenneth Branagh adaptation that came out a couple years ago was actually very memorable. I don't really watch a lot of film, but like, I really enjoyed that movie.
Huh.
Got any ideas? Just a song about heartbreak. Romance isn't my thing. He's like totally aghast. I'm sorry, my dude. I just love Dean Koontz. Yeah, I bet. It's kind of like, oh shit, what's his name? The guy who's on everything and writes everything in every library is like, oh look, it's another box of this asshole. Actually, this game needs more books by that asshole. Because that would be... Oh. Okay. Niche books. Historical settings. Nonfiction. Niche books. Historical settings. Mary Shelley. Rambles in Germany and Italy. See, I didn't know Mary Shelley did travel literature, but that actually tracks. Love Frankenstein. Like, it's a problem. And I also have a book. I have a book on my shelf right now. That is like I'm working on. Next to my books about Byron and Byron Sr., which The Wager was also really, really good. But like I've got Miranda Seymour's book on Mary Shelley, which was recommended to me eons ago, and it is thoroughly annotated because I very much adore who she was and what she did for science fiction and what she did for women in general, helping them get out of abusive domestic situations and whatnot. So here, niche book, take it, be gone. Yeah, perfect score. Which one is your favorite? Again, name of the wind, but... We're talking to the bookseller right now. Now you're talking to the librarian, but like, I will give you... That's my problem. I won't sell the books. I'll just give them to you. Like, normally prefer short and sweet. I like the Strange Case of Dr. and Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. So that's like it's like a 150-page book-ish. I don't even like, and then when it comes to that, I'm like, would Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde be technically classified under horror in this game, or crime, whatever the color coordinating system is that they're using here, or would it be under fantasy, or would it be under classics, right? Like, because again, those margins are so fuzzy because there's only 7 categories. Like again, Pet Sematary is under crime. Like, I have problems with that. Pet Sematary is not about crime. It's, you know, paranormal. Yeah, misery as well, which is like... Anyway. What am I doing? Short and sweet. Why do I have another copy of this? That's so funny. Would you like Moby Dick? Short and sweet. It is definitely not a sleep aid. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like, what? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't think we have something for you here. Like, give me a break. I've got maybe 40 books on my shelves. So, we're working with, like, a pittance here. Yeah. Okay. I wish when you did this you could see the titles that you've acquired. Because like young adult favorites, tearjerkers, I'm like, if A Little Life is in here, I will throw hands. I hate that book. But like, I also want to see, like, did I just buy a copy of Fourth Wing that I'm gonna sell? Because I'd be very excited to be like, ooh, we got Fourth Wing. Because dragons and whatnot. Okay. Okay. Cool. Monday. So how many kids go to coffee shops? Let's dial that back a bit. Maybe 4. Travel. Act. Okay, I thought it was out of fantasy and was like, no. I love the morning colors, like the morning light that the game shows is just so, like, satisfying. I am such a morning person. Hello. Hello, Fern. Hello. Good day. Book. Bonjour. Hot off the press, but travel. Non-fic. Love Bill Bryson. His book on Shakespeare is amazing. And then he's also got this book about a short history of nearly everything. And his take on things is just really funny and light, and it's a good time. Hey, Tilda. Hey, dude. Okay, apparently not. Ooh. Mm-mm. Do you have anything like Emma? Yeah, no, Jane Austen's not my girl, but I'm sure we might. Here you go. Yeah, how did I know? Can I give you some unsolicited advice? You'll probably start getting regulars. You need to remember details about your regulars. This is true. Harper's celebrating her birthday soon. Oh. Okay. I'm scared. Time to welcome you into our circle. Blood oath, blood oath, blood for the blood god. Let's go, come on. Like, oh, Buxtonbury Local Association of Business Leaders and Administration. Oh. I don't want to join a committee. Like, what? No. I'm playing a video game right now, thank you.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh man, I'm almost sold out of some stuff. I want something with a political message. Bonus points if it's written by a woman. Something like Virginia Woolf, maybe? Red Dragon. Do you like, Hannibal? Cannibalizing people? I got no classics. I mean... I mean, yeah, Page Boy, Elliot Page, trans literature, kind of gets into some really strong political messages. Vancouver Public had a neat little segment on it. I think they actually got Elliot Page to come out, which is pretty brilliant. Yeah, cool. Enjoy. Bookseller continues to sell books. Yep, bookseller do continue to sell books. Golden Age Sci-Fi. I'm actually running low, so. And then I'd like to do this. Okay, goodbye cactus. I disagree with your presence entirely. Put a sign up that says books. That's cute. And a little skull I found. I think it's plastic. I actually don't think it's. So when you put things in your shop, which I didn't do on my first playthrough because I just, again, I don't play this game properly. When you put things in your shop, it will add perks. That's how video games work, right? So we're up on the crime and down on the kids because kids don't like skulls. Hold on, John Klassen just did a book called The Skull, and I thought it was brilliant, and I actually have a copy of it because John Klassen is an absolute baller. Mad lad, love the hat. Anyway, what is that? I don't want to put just random shit out, like, yeah, we're booing on our thing. Okay, today's Tuesday? That's how days work? Yeah. We're gonna go to the beach. Maybe a couple kids are at the beach. People get really like travel-y and wistful when they're by the sea, especially if there's like a cruise ship or some sort of, which this location I don't think gets the cruise ship event. But tourists like tourist literature. I did a thesis on armchair travel literature. Came across as very colonial because that do be what it was about. What am I missing? Oh, fantasy. So I always restart my shelves, not only because like I like to just start fresh, but I feel like the way the algorithm of this game works is if I take all the books off and then put them back on, it'll like pull different materials from the collection that you've acquired and then selectively rearranges them in what's on display. Probably wrong. You never know. Oh, also Harper's birthday, right? Summer 12. Summer 9. Okay, so it's coming up. I don't really know how to recognize someone's birthday in this game, but I think with Harper, my go-to move would be, hey, here's a book on HTML programming languages. Go ham. And she'll be like really amped about that. But hello. Crime. Where are the best sellers? I don't know. Can't get enough of Cook as You Are. Yeah, me neither. Here you go. Well, forget me. What do I know? Thought the Green Brothers are like very in vogue right now. Goodbye. Hey, it's Harper. She's a little pest magnet. Every time I see her walk in, I'm like, man, look at all that dirt and grime on her. She's just coming in with silverfish. I know it. Like, which is fine. I also love Harper. Like, she is my favorite patron in the entire game. But also, like, she's always covered in schmutz. Like, what are those toes around her neck? Like, I don't know, man. Oh, we're getting info dump. Can you pick up some shells for me, please? I'll give you my special marine biologist device. Jar. Okay, so are there any shells kicking around? I'm in a hurry. I like books with plot twists and something from a series. I really like Dan Brown. Yeah, I enjoy good books, but I mean, that's a choice. Would you like Frankenstein? I just like unsolicited. I heard what you said, but I think you want Frankenstein. This is actually kind of tough. Plot twist, huh? I wonder if this game, if the metadata that they're using to like catalog books is using mark records. Because then like you can take multiple subject headers and then try and like put it under a grader. Because like maybe what they've done is they've like, oh, this book is about like science fiction, horror, but also like written by, I don't know. Yeah, see, the cataloging in this is weird to me. Like, I'm gonna struggle with that. Anyways, yeah, maybe this. Great. Green Mile, Stephen King, coffee, big twist. They probably killed an innocent black man that's been incarcerated for a crime he didn't commit. Book, please. Okay. Let's bring a book to school day. I need something magical. Magical. Kiki's delivery service. There you go. Where are my wheelchair folks at? Is it because we're at the beach and they're not like, and the game's factored in that like we don't wheelchair on sand? Like, have they thought of that? That's like, again, like this game. I don't know. Okay. Heart-pounding mysteries. Yeah, we got enough drama. Maybe valuable question mark? My favorite. Is it trash or is it good? Probably trash. But we'll bring silverfish into the bookstore. Wednesday, summer 10th. So 2 days until what's her name's birthday. I want to go see the sailor dude because he had some cool stuff last time. And then so kind of like what I was saying earlier, by the ocean, so we want lots of travel literature. A couple kids books down low for little hands. Fantasy for that escapism thing. I'm gonna do a little less fantasy. Crime, drama, fact, and classic. Okay. Yo. Yo. I got no money. Mm-hmm. I don't. Hello. Who are you? Oh my goodness, you're so good. That was a very satisfying woof. Feed the stray. Would I like to pet that dog? You bet. Love dogs. Okay. I don't know if I have food for the dog, but like, can't feed a dog books, can you? What is the catch of the day? I don't shy from something sophisticated, fiction and enjoy something thrilling. Would you like Heinemann mathematics? I heard it's an absolute thrill. Or architecture in Britain. Catch of the day, Moby Dick. Go. No! Damn, I thought for sure. I got confident. Don't get confident. Okay. I literally just gave you the third volume in a set of encyclopedias published in 2000. I should have paid you to take that off my shelves. Like, that is trash. Another Richard Serra for my collection. Everyone's counting on the weather. Okay, I thought they were saying they're counting on you being at the flea market. I'm like, why? But, okay. I'm getting you. I shipped the two cute little old ladies. Green Mile, what great inspo. I mean, I have a copy I've been meaning to read. Again? Second reading? First time I read it was... shit. Over 20 years ago? Whoops. Okay. I forgot there was a quest where I'm supposed to help the little old lady move her things, which is very important because, spoiler for Endgame, if you help her enough, she will give you her old bookstore. So I need to be more on top of my quest logging for this. Again, I fall into the same pattern when I play video games, where it's like, there's the video game that I'm supposed to be playing, and then there's me doing my own thing off to the side, where I'm like, yes. You'll observe me closely, huh? Have fun. I hope you have fun observing. I'm not a very exciting person. Okay, I need some help. Okay, hello, how is business? I'm looking for inspiration in the kitchen. I really like cook as you are. Why is everyone in town reading the same? Y'all have that. The joke's too easy, and it's not. Okay. Cook Korean. How about that? Henry VI, Part 1. Oh my gosh. I love Shakespeare. It's kind of like the Red Letter Media. I love Star Wars. Oh, and to be fair, if you were to look at my shelves, I do have an entire section of Shakespeare, because I too love Shakespeare, but I can't claim to have read Henry VI. Sophisticated female author, so I'm immediately like Virginia Woolf. Oh, I love this book. I love this book so much. I have copies of this book that I bought from used thrift stores to give to people because I love this book so much. I don't think it's sophisticated. I mean, it could be sophisticated. I just want to recommend her this to see what she does. Hey, okay, great. Also, something to be mindful of when you play this game is that patrons will often okay, there's a thing that I'm gearing up to present about at a conference next year, and one of the subtopics I'm going to be discussing is like this thing that I've kind of noticed, like vibes librarianship, and that's where librarians and library workers are able to kind of read patrons that come in and give book requests, and you're like, oh, I get a vibe off of you where you're probably more into the like whatever, like intense horror, or maybe you're like some specific genre of drama. But part of vibes librarianship is like reading like the clothing and stuff too that people wear, that they're kind of like putting out into the world. So someone comes in wearing like a t-shirt for like, I don't know, like Stephen King or something. In this game, they kind of capture that, where patrons will come in and they'll be wearing like clothing color cues that match the corresponding genres that you can recommend. So this lady is wearing teal, and we only have 3 teal books, so I'm feeling this isn't going to go well. Drama, style, emotions. It has to be a play. I'm looking for something to do, you know, a new hobby. A play about a hobby with romance. Okay. We have a play. I know we have a play. I'm just like curious because that's kind of reaching. Would you like Carmilla, Lesbian Vampires? I mean, I'm reading Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil right now by B.E. Schwab. Oh my god, it is so good. Such a good book. Anyways, here's a play. Where are our wheelchair patrons? This game does have people in wheelchairs that come and go, and I was so excited to see wheelchair people in a video game. It was like, how many video games show visible disability? I was gonna talk about that, but I'm kind of like fading because I think I've been doing this for a little bit now, and yeah, I've been doing this for a bit now. Today is Child's birthday. Her name is Harper. I will do that if I choose to do another video, and I say if I choose because I don't have that many people watching me, so this was more of a I'm putting my thoughts into the ether on this game. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for your time, and maybe I'll do this again sometime.